All right, it's the South Dakota Gov Cup. It's rules meeting night, and we're sitting down with Owen Wilcox from Montana. We're going to talk fishing like we've never talked fishing before.
There we go.
Because we don't ever do that, right?
No, never.
You know, whether it's, you with someone else or me with someone else, whatever. But here we go with South Dakota Gov Cup. You won the Montana Gov Cup last year.
Yep.
And of course, then last year you came and did South Dakota Gov Cup. We were kind of rooting for you to win the thing because, okay, this is going to be cool.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out the way you'd planned because, you did fairly well. I think you said 26th place, something like that.
Something like that.
If I remember right. And, okay, that's fine, but it doesn't bring home the big check.
No, it does not.
So This year's a different year. We've got really whacked out weird weather.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on. Mother Nature's pissed.
Yeah, she's doing some weird stuff.
Yeah, she just cannot seem to calm down. But really, when you look at the way things are right now, humidity has definitely gone up. The dew point is up. It's sticky. It's humid. It's tropical.
Yeah,
right.
It is.
And do the walleye know the difference? I don't think so. I don't know. I think we're way better off having this warm front or warm weather.
I think so for sure.
Than messing with cold weather.
Sure.
What do you prefer?
I prefer a warm weather front than a cold weather for sure, especially this time of year. Come closer to fall, sometimes that cold weather front could actually bump them up. Yeah. Or no, I think.
You think it would help?
I think it's
in this regard where we're talking. I think water 74 degrees, surface temp 74.
Oh yeah, this time of year for sure. A warm front, that's what you want. But come closer to fall, I don't mind a little cold front.
Yeah, I get you there. We're kind of in the middle of summer here.
Yep.
South Dakota Gov Cup comes along for some reason. The walleye happened to just know and understand it's just time to go tight-lipped, quit biting, make things tough. I think wind is going to play a factor. I really do, because tomorrow they say 8 to 14 mile an hour wind.
But who knows? I mean,
right?
It does some weird stuff.
It could be 12 to 24.
Yeah. Yep.
But my thing is, whether the big fish will be caught tomorrow or Sunday. Sunday, a little bit more wind.
Yeah.
I think 15 to 25, maybe 30.
Yep.
And it seems like those bigger walleye like the wind.
They do.
Right.
I would say so. And it definitely makes things more tough for the majority of people when that wind calms down.
So in practice this week, how many days did you get in? Just a few?
I got 2 days a few days ago, and then I had to jump on a plane for ICAST down in Orlando. But my dad's been down here,
been fishing,
so we've gotten 6 days in.
So between you and your dad, So Owen's dad is Wayne, and I mean, here's the thing: if and I said it in my In Through the Outdoors, I think today the Wayne Wilcox, Zeke Gordon story didn't get told enough. 143 pounds of walleye.
No, I mean, I'm actually amazed that they weren't on more podcasts or anything like that.
I know.
It's never been done before.
Well, and so here's the deal. I will tell you this. I'm going to say it right here. I suggested it, but we had to do the Gov Cup draw.
Yeah.
And Kurt's like, we're going to have to do the Gov Cup draw. I'm like, seriously? So I think we're still going to have them on. Because I want to talk about it. When you're talking about a little over 33-inch average on 10 walleye, I mean, insane. What the hell?
I've never heard of anywhere else that's able to do that.
No, at 143.2 pounds, something like that. It was over 143 pounds.
Yep.
And that's 10 fish, so that's a 14-pound average.
Yep.
And when you look at the list, and I said it in the podcast today, because it was more, the length was more important.
Yep.
It was like 32, 32 and a half, 32 and 3/4, 31 and a half, 33, 33. You've got to be kidding me.
It was insane, and all this happened in about a 200-yard stretch.
Is that all it was? It was all right there.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably say 70% of the big fish that are in that lake were in that 200-yard stretch.
That's crazy.
It was amazing. Never seen anything like it before.
It's so nuts. It's ridiculous. That's not going to happen here this weekend.
I don't think so.
I'm curious because the 3-pound 19-inchers are relatively prevalent.
Yeah.
So that does change things.
It does, for sure.
It really does. Somebody's going to come in with a 10-pounder. They're going to come in with a 5 and a 6.
Always happens.
Or whatever it is. So you start looking, and it's not like we're going to catch 4 19-inchers that weigh 3 pounds.
Yeah.
So, so there's 12 pounds, and then somebody's going to come in with 7 to 10. like, okay, so we're in that 20 to 22, and I think we've talked about 40 to 45 winning the thing.
I would say so. I would say around there. Anyone? I mean, I think there's going to be that one team that might get that lower 20s both days, and I think that's going to, like you said, 40 to 45. I think is
right. Yeah,
I think be right there.
I think that's pretty darn fair. I do. Let's talk about ICAST real quick.
Yeah.
What was the cool thing down there? And I don't interrupt. I don't want to interrupt you by saying this right away, but Berkeley came out with two things. One thing that excites me: the shallow money badger. All about it. I'm good.
Yep.
But then they've got that new ripping something. What is that?
They got the.
I know I'm putting you on the spot, and I can't remember what it's called either.
Brawler crawler. I think brawler crawler and roller crawler. I could be wrong, but it's something like that. But it's their version of the Walleye Nation's Creations dead jig.
Yeah,
and I've already gotten to use them, and they're legit. I'm a fan.
It's going to be interesting. Berkeley's got their stuff together. Kyle Peterson, Dan Spengler, and the soft and the hard baits.
Yes,
those guys are crazy. That finisher, I want to play. I want to play a game this weekend. Didn't use that. I'm going to ask people and say the finisher. And if somebody says didn't use that, I'm going to scream. But if they do well on it, they're going to say they did.
Oh yeah, yep.
Have you figured out the finisher thing? Is that part of your arsenal?
I have, yes. It's definitely part of my arsenal. I've always got one rigged up because it really works for those suspended fish. You can really, there's a lot of different ways you can use it, and that's my favorite thing about it. It's very versatile, and let's just say I'll have one on these next 2 days.
It's become more than a toy; it's a weapon. And if you haven't seen Kyle Peterson's finisher 411, it's 6 quick ways how to use that thing, and some of them are weird. I'm like, I don't know about that, but again, I'm not a tournament fisherman or a great fisherman. But dang, pretty amazing.
It is.
And so, are you going into tomorrow confident?
I am. Yes. Between the two of us, we've had some good days. We've had some slower days, but I think we've mainly had good days. So no, I'm confident going in tomorrow. I mean, we'll see how she goes. It can go either way, but I think we'll be able to get him tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be a good day of fishing.
Yeah.
We've had a good bite here, and I haven't been here. Today's the first day that I've been here, but listening to Kurt and some of the other guys talk who've been fishing it the last week or two, the fish have been good. Fish have been on.
Yep.
And tomorrow could completely change, but I can't wait for tomorrow to see how the heck it goes.
Yep.
All right. Owen Wilcox, appreciate it. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
It's the South Dakota Gov Cup from Pierre, South Dakota.